And the lie detector says that was a mother's.
Hello, loungies. Today we are getting into more messy TEA. I have my #1FakeHater badge of honor on. Let's go.
Ciao. Okay, so now we have Chrisean Jr. with Chrisean in there because that's his mammy. Okay, so we're gonna look at a video. Okay, that's going around. People having conversations. So here we are. We're gonna have a conversation on our own. Okay, so we're gonna get into this video. Very disgusting. Shocking? No. When it comes to Junior or Chrisean, there's never gonna be nothing shocking to me. Okay? So let's get straight into it.
No doubt about it.
Okay, so to me, we already know that's disgusting. That's a stranger kissing your child, period. And then the mouth at that is wow, crazy. Disgusting. But will Chrisean care about anything that really happens to Junior? No, I don't think so. And I'm only saying this because look at the amount of people, random people she just met, people, random strangers all around Junior, watching Junior. It's just like, it just said leaving him places in rooms when she was on streams with whoever that was watching him, people going in and out that room. Anybody could have touched Junior. Anybody could have did anything to Junior. And where would Chrisean be? Nowhere protecting her child. So yeah, this is not shocking, okay? Maybe this is somebody that watches Junior. Maybe she's comfortable enough kissing him in the mouth. Maybe this person did it already in front of Chrisean and Chrisean was okay with it. Or maybe this is just another random weirdo at the church that watches Junior when Chrisean is nowhere in sight, okay? And it's just a weirdo, okay? Y'all might think, oh, it's people in church. You think everybody in church is just holy saints and shit like that? No. There's a lot of demons in the church just praying. All right? So, very disgusting, very unacceptable for a mother, Chrisean, for her to just, have people, just anybody around her child. There's not that much amount of trust in the world, okay? It probably be like a couple people, if it depends on how much people you have in your life, that you could probably count on your hand that you can trust with your kids. You're supposed to have a little bit more, not even a little bit, a lot more guard up when it comes to your kids than even yourself. Like, I just don't get it. And y'all sit here and see her smiling and kissing Junior and throwing him in the air and shit like that. And y'all think that's, oh my God, you can tell that she loves him. I don't know what the fuck y'all see, but I don't see that. I see a demon in disguise, okay? Putting a good ass front on for the gullible ones that's just eating it up. But I'm gonna take y'all through there. This is just how I feel. Okay, so we have Ciroc. Now, this is supposed to have been Tommy's friend who had her back. Remember, we already spoke about all of that, okay? So fast forward. The Baddies episode came out where Ciroc is getting jumped by the baddies. Okay? Like they said happened or whatever the case would be. So we're going to get a little bit into that. Okay? She got some words for Tasiki, Mariah Lynn. She's trying to get on Baddies. So let's just get into the mess. I ain't ashamed about trying to get on a show to make money for me and my kids. I've been fighting my whole life for free. I hustle hard to make ends meet and give my kids a better life than what I had. So yes, if I'm given an opportunity to lighten the load, you damn right I'm going to put my best foot forward. I mean, is that the only way you can go? Child. Lemon Pepper and Natalie Nunn, what's team? Can I get my one-on-one fades, or you don't want your heavy hitters to be overthrown? The call out. Then she says, Mariah Lynn, go drink you some insurance and get your weight up. Looking a little wet poodle, and I'm convinced you smell like a wet dog. Steady propping that phone up with the nasty teeth in. Would you like my dentist information? Oh my God, I'm convinced. Okay? So she is going in on Mariah Lynn more, and we're gonna get more into some of her other posts. I mean, so how do y'all feel about it so far? Then she says, Rolly, you the reason I had to show this fat juicy mother effer for free. Shaking my head. Now go hit that track. Mariah Lynn. And then she adds her and says, hey twin. She also says Suki gives her list for who she wants on chapter 2. Daisy, Meatball, Summer, Ciroc for chapter 2. Do y'all agree with that? She also says a Coke Ranch is making a fake Colgate ad with them cheap ass composite veneers you got in. That was for Lex. All right, and then she posted up Mariah Lynn's mom with the post she did about somebody jumping her mom. Serious question, did you go slide for your mama boo? Then she posted up Mariah and her mom. I see why you believed Rolly. Mariah Lynn, she reminds you of the mother you lost to drugs, huh? Built just alike. Okay, so me personally, right? When it was happening, I felt like she was doing too much to get on, and I feel like that's a little cringy when people go out their way, like out their way, to get an opportunity. I just feel like it's weird, especially going that route, going on a fighting show, and you're grown ass women is doing these things to get on the show. I feel like that's really cringy to me, in my opinion. But you know, she gonna do what she gotta do to get on the show. She wants that opportunity, so I guess she's, you know, trying to prove something. Tommy is not nobody's friend. This person and Tommy and Ciroc was getting into it too online. You get what I'm saying? So nobody was friends. Tommy clearly needed a bodyguard because Tommy can't even handle her own. She gotta have weapons and shit on the show. And this is a person that claims to be a fighter and fight and do all these things, but now all of a sudden you need weapons for one-on-one stuff. Now me personally, I don't like fighting. I'm not a fighter. I would probably use something on somebody because who the fuck got time for that? But Tommy is the type of person that she liked fighting. She came from fighting, you know what I'm saying? So she always wanted the phase and all these other things. Now all of a sudden, I guess she's so drunk that she don't even know what she be doing. Okay, I feel like Tommy need to go get AA. But Ciroc, on the other hand, they never was friends. She just wanted the opportunity. She's big as fuck, so I don't understand why she thought she was gonna be exempt from jumping, and they jump on the show. So I don't understand where that concept came from, especially if you're an outsider coming in and you're with the ops. Everybody wanted to fight Tommy for doing that pepper spray shit. Not the pepper spray shit. Bringing the random girls to fight and all these other things that she be doing. People wasn't messing with. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. And with the Mariah Lynn and her, like, girl, you like a giant compared to Mariah. Yeah, Mariah's probably still fight you or whatever. But as you can see, she has more things to say about Mariah Lynn than anybody else. Like, she's not dragging Tasiki and Lex like that. She dragging Mariah Lynn, the smallest one. That I feel is weird. Now, you can pop your shit and say what you want to say, whatever, but you're targeting her for what? And Mariah Lynn, you're a weirdo for just bringing up Ciroc kids. Like, why do anybody kids got to be involved with any of this? You don't even have kids, so you don't even, you wouldn't even know how to handle or how to feel if somebody was talking about your kids. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Some people might fight about their kids if you talk about them, like talking. Because I know everybody's going to defend their kids if they love their kids physically. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so no dog food is an pedigree itch, and my mom never did dope. Do your research, ho. But them kids got to watch you get towed up out of your frame, a little dusty mother effer. You pushed out that asshole. Because we all know you got an eggplant, Johnny. Bye, John. Okay, so she called Ciroc kids little dusty mother effers. You pushed out that asshole. And she's claiming that Ciroc is a transgender female. Okay. Now, that was said, and, you know, Ciroc said, I have kids, so how? Itch, my kids shitting on everything you have ever touched. You got more filler in your face than I got in my butt. Beat it, Itch. Got a video of your nasty ass ground beef pussy in my phone hole, please. Your kids are dirty and dusty like they daddy, Itch. And I don't do filler, babes. This is all natural, okay? So here Mariah's letting Ciroc know she doesn't have any fillers in her face. Ciroc is letting her know that her kids is, you know, shitting on everything that Mariah touched, and she got fillers. And she has a picture, of Mariah Lynn's beef pussy.
Okay, you guys, so now here we have the little poodle. She came to throw insults towards my nice, beautiful black children, you know, like they the color that she really wants to be deep down inside. She called him Dusty. And the most hurtful part about that is I don't see how she can call my kids Dusty when her nieces and nephews and her sisters and brothers were produced under crackhead behavior. Like, doesn't that make them like dust mites too? Or am I like mistaken here? And then she told me to go eat dog food, but I was kind of confused because I didn't really know if she was like telling me to go eat like the heroin, like the kind that her mom does, or was she going to tell me to eat the real dog food that she eats in real life? I just really didn't understand the correlation between that because like I just really don't get it. Like it really gives kind of like borderline that word, because like how do you look the way you look and feel like you look better than me? Like, how do I have nice, expensive teeth in my mouth and you have gaps in yours and look like they're rotting from the inside out, and you are allowed to sit up and try to belittle me like that? Like, I am just so heartbroken. Like, I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, I just know for a fact Lemmy's gonna let me come on the show and beat this bitch for calling my kids Dusty. I'm just so fucking mad right now that this bitch like that about my motherfucking kids. I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna fucking cry about it.
But online shit, people just talk. They don't know your kids, never seen your kids, not gonna be around your kids. Like, it defeats the purpose of anybody talking about my kids and you don't know them. I'm not gonna be that trigger. I might pop my shit and say some shit back to you, but for me to want to fight you and link up and stuff because you popping shit about my kids that you don't even know is pointless to me. People are gonna pop shit. I'm gonna pop my shit back, and so what? But I guarantee you might want to fight me after I say what I say. You get what I'm saying? It'd be like that. But at the end of the day, I think they might put Ciroc on there. I think she showed enough. I think she showed more than most girls that even is on the show. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of clout chasers do whatever and, you know, for anything when it comes to a check or some type of attention or opportunity or whatever, you know? But leave kids out of it. It got nothing to do with it. You get what I'm saying? Those would be reasons for people to try to target you if you unprovokedly just come out and say something about somebody's kids. Now, if you talking about my kids and saying some shit, I'm going to pop some shit about you. Okay? I don't know your kids. I wouldn't be able to even speak on anybody's kids, to be honest with you. But I will flame the shit out of you. I probably talk about your parenting. I probably talk about your baby daddy. I probably talk about other shit. But I, for the most part, try to leave people's kids out of it, okay? Because if somebody be like, oh, your kids is this and that, I'm like, okay, well, why your kids looking like that? I might say some shit like that. I don't care. Especially if it's true. Okay? Because you can't get, I've seen it a lot of times. A lot of people are like, oh, your kids is dusty, but your kids be the one really looking dusty. It's crazy to me. People just be saying shit because, you know, they trying to trigger a button, but you might get the right button. I'm just saying. But Ciroc is big as fuck. She's brolic as fuck. She's tall as fuck. So you win some, you lose some, but you fight to live another day. Okay, so the moral of the story is, okay, don't just be bringing up people's kids because you going back and forth with another person. Okay, it's pointless. It's stupid as fuck. Okay, that's the unprovoked part I'm talking about. Now, people provoking you and speaking about yours and da da da. If you feel like you want to be Miss Petty Betty, go ahead and do so. Okay, it happens. You know, me personally, I'm still working on myself, so I have to be tested in situations for me to know my response. You know, that's just what happens when life give you tests and obstacles and throw things at you. It's your duty to react how you react. Everybody's still learning, but some people don't care to change. You get what I'm saying? But I'm still learning and learning things and trying to change certain things about me. So I don't know what I would do, to be honest with you. I'm just saying what I feel like I want to do. I'm speaking into existence, and my mindset is like this right now. But when you put in certain situations, you just see what happens, okay? But I think this is gonna get more worse. And Ciroc on her fades. I don't know why everybody is making this jumping thing a big thing when they jump on baddies. Like, ciao, bye. But anyways, you know, if she wants to put herself in those jumping situations, then she's gonna that's what she's signing up for. She wants to be on it so bad, and she want her fade. So I guess we're gonna see who one-on-ones is gonna happen with Ciroc. All right, y'all. So now we have Brandy. Okay, she is coming out, name dropped. Okay, with somebody who was 22 years old and she was 16. Groomed? Question mark. Was it grooming? Or was it just taking advantage? Like, they just taking advantage of young kids? because some teenagers and stuff be moving that way. They want the older man. They all these other things. But we're gonna get a little bit more into that in a minute. But let's just get into the shenanigans. Okay, when you get older and you have your experiences and stuff like that, you know right from wrong, But at certain ages, yeah, we naive, we think it's cute. Me personally, yeah, I was a teenager and I had grown ass men, 30 plus, talking about they can't wait till I'm 18. Those are pedos, okay? I didn't think of pedos. I didn't think of those. I thought it was really flattering. Or a grown man wanting me. Oh my God. And it depends on also how you was raised, what you was around and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm gonna get a little personal. I was in the system. I was in a couple foster homes. The last foster home decided that they wanted to adopt me. And that's just what it was. When I was in this adopted family, it wasn't given. It was a lot of toxic situations, a lot of stuff where I felt was unfair and stuff like that. So I was in the streets a lot as a teenager. I was away. I was not going to school. It started from cutting class. Then it was like cutting school period, like not going. Smoking, drinking, hanging out, all of that. So I really didn't have that guidance for real. I learned as I went, and there's a lot of people out there I know is like me. Didn't have that talks. Nobody told me about sex or safety and a lot of things I wasn't taught. I grew up with just experiencing shit on my own and learning from my own lessons. Okay? So it happens a lot, but nowadays it's too normalized. You get what I'm saying? It never should be normalized for a teenager and a grown ass man. Okay? It's just not it. And if you're a teenager out there and you have a grown man telling you, I can't wait till you're 18 and stuff like that, please stay away from them, report them, tell your parents or something, because that type of person you do not need to be around because they're already preying on you. Their mindset is, oh, I would do it now, but I don't want to get caught. I don't want to go to jail, so let me just wait. Those are pedos for real. Those are pedos. Because if you could see a little teenager and think about when they're 18 and because they're having them thoughts. So, Brandy, a lot of teenagers went through this, unfortunately. And it's still men out here that nowadays, they don't give a fuck to get arrested. They doing it. They don't care. They taking those risks with the kids. Teenage girls, it ain't cute. It's not what you think it is. I'm just saying. It's not. It's okay to get somebody your age and y'all kids, y'all experiencing things together for the first time and stuff like that. Don't mess with these fucking grown-ass men. And y'all could be they could be your daughter ages and shit like that. It's guys out there that's touching their own kids. This world is sick. Unfortunately, it's sad that anybody would have to go through this for real. But it's so sick out here nowadays. It just got so much worse from when I was younger till now. Oh yeah, it's so much worse. I really feel kind of worried for my daughters because they're in a generation where it's really fucked up now, and it's just gonna get worse as they get older. If nothing's changed. Okay, this world's fucked up, and this is the reason why I'm kind of strict on my daughters. I don't let them do a lot of the stuff that some parents let their teenagers do. Roam the streets and hang out with their friends and shit. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. There's not going to be my kids going sleeping over and none of that shit. I'm not doing none of that. I don't trust people enough to have my kids with, not doing it. Okay? But, eventually our kids have to branch out and experience life and stuff. But I feel like at certain ages, 12, 13, 11, 10, 14, 15, walking these streets by themselves, I don't feel like that's a smart thing. I don't care what nobody say. That's just me. I know it's parents out here that let their kids roam and do whatever and have all that freedom, but I feel like the more freedom is the more risks that, the kid is going to have. I just can't. So to prevent those tragic things that can happen, I just try to protect my kids as much as I can while I can, okay? Because they are going to branch out. Okay, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And I'm going by how I grew up also. Okay, I know what all that freedom is and what's in these streets and all the monsters that's out there also. Okay, you parent how you parent, I parent how I parent. That's all. Do you know where your kids? Remember that TV? Remember that commercial? Do you know where your kids are at? I forgot what time it would be when that commercial came on. They don't do that no more. They don't give a fuck about where kids are. They don't care. Do you know where your kids are? Yeah, I know where my kids at. Right at home with me, or if they're in school. Chill. You can't tell me nothing. Anyways, so yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments some experiences you had as a teenager with these grown-ass men, because I know y'all had some. I'm okay. I'm going to give y'all no filter. But anyways, we have Blueface, okay? We already spoke about BB. I'm guessing her name is BB. The new girl. Curly hair, cute. Body T. Okay? She want to be number one. Blueface is going to give her a spot or try to give her that spot. Oh, let's get into it.
I don't know who Angelica thought she was coming for today. Her and her rugrat. Whoop-de-doo, you know how to do a ponytail. I can actually give you some advice. When I was pregnant, what made me happy was looking up, like, outfits for my baby, looking up how I wanted to decorate the nursery, wanting to find out matching outfits for me and my son and my daughter, you know? But you're worried about a man who literally hates you. That baby's probably not even Jonathan's. The dates don't match. That's what they said.
Yeah, it's spicy. I'll make you a new one.
I want you to tell me I'm gonna deal with you and all your daddy. I'm gonna be that number one bitch.
I'm not gonna deal with all of them.
I'm gonna be that number one bitch. Yeah.
I'm coming for that number one spot. That's the one I'm coming for.
Yeah, homies, you want to start a spot?
Yeah, that one.
Because I know what comes with you. I know you won't be like this forever, though. You know what I mean? You're going to have your time. Yeah. You're just having a good time right now. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off.
Okay. Sometimes when my hair goes back, I have like a potato face. Potato face, potato. Now let me stop. But listen, y'all. When it comes to Blueface, it's going to be always girls that think that they have to come for a spot or number one. When in all reality, it's a delusion. It's a delusion, an illusion, or whatever you want to call it. Because, child, none of y'all is number one. Just because y'all having babies by this man, don't make you number one. It don't matter how long you known this man or what you've been through with this man. You're still not going to be number one. And it's just by actions. If you was number one and he really was taking you that serious, a real grown man will really take you serious and be with you. Faithful. Respectful. Don't expose you. Don't do none of the shits that he be doing to y'all females when y'all not on good terms. Look what he did to Jaden. Jaden was the love of his life. The only one that he wanted to have his kids. She's a ride or die. She this, she that. He just praised her. Then, as soon as she not kissing his ass no more, or financially helping him when he in jail, or maybe she wants to move on. Now all of a sudden she's the worst person in the world. She's all these things. But you still smashing her and she's still smashing you. So at this point it's just like, tolerate whatever you want to tolerate, but this girl, I feel like she's going to do a lot to try to prove this I want to be number one spot shit. And all of them looking stupid. All of them. Ciao. And I also want to just say that, yes, sometimes I might get a little personal, share some experience or whatever the case may be because I choose to. You can feel however way you want to feel. You can disagree. You can think whatever you want to think. It's cool, okay? But let's just keep the respect there, okay? Because, like I said, when I do my content, it's my content. That's it and that is all, okay? We all have, different opinions and different outlooks on things, okay? And that's fine. It's okay to express yourself, okay? But just don't be doing too much, okay? But, like I said, y'all can let me know how y'all feel about certain things that is being done or said or whatever on the content. Yeah. And also, when I say I grew up basically by myself, that's why I like my peace. I like keeping to myself. I like keeping circles small. I like certain stuff like that because, like I said, I experienced a lot growing up. I, been through some shit. So, the reason how I am is how I am for a reason. It's not over no 1 or 2, 3 experience, no 4 experience. I'm talking about the shit that I have been through my whole goddamn life until I got into my adults. Even me being a first-time mom, I did everything by myself. Everything by myself. Learned along the way. I was the type of mom that was actually really happy to be a first time mom, you know? I made sure as soon as I was going to every appointment, I was making sure that my baby was good. Even times when I didn't even have an appointment, I felt like something was off. I always went to the doctors, always wanted to get them ultrasound pictures and everything else. As soon as I found out what I was having, went shopping, did what I had to do, regardless if I was struggling or whatever situation that I have may been in, I always made it work. I always made it work. It wouldn't even matter. I just made sure that me and mine always had a roof over our head, no matter what it was. I don't care. As long as we wasn't in the streets or sleeping in cars and shit like that, I just made a way. Okay? That's all you can do as a parent is do your best, protect your kids, and, you know, just live life. Try to live a peaceful life out here because especially when you have kids, you don't want to deal with a lot of the shit that you was doing when you wasn't a parent. It's a different vibe. It's a different mindset that you got to have, okay? Even though we're human, we make mistakes, and, you know, we learn from them. Or you might not learn from them. I don't know. But as long as we out here doing the best as we can.
You on my page if you don't like me. Get the off my page. Stupid ass hoe.
Hey, my loungies, this video is a wrap. Everything is alleged and not personal. It's not that serious. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe.
Lately I've been in my bag, but told me don't take my foot off the gas. They give you an inch, gonna take you a mile. I'ma shoot by myself like a 10 up a 5. City to city.